Hello, hello! How's it going, guys? May the fourth be with you, and may the fifth perish beneath your hooves. How's it going, everyone? How was your day? I hope you've had a fun day on your Monday. Sorry for being a little late. I kinda lost track while I was out jogging. Chat! Today and today only you can call me a sweaty horse. Go ahead! More Wookiee war! How do I do Wookiee? Wookiee. I don't think I can do a Wookiee. Hold on! No, that's a Jawa. That's a Jawa. Wait, that's the Just band. I can't do Chewie! Also, that was a horrid Wookiee word ending. I can't do Wookiee! Listen, my Shiri Wook is terrible! I can understand it, but I get my eyes! My eyes! I can't see! Why are we bullying me so fast into the stream? Try gargling it. Nope. How the heck do you do a Wookiee? No, I'm not gonna be baited into this. I'm not gonna be baited into this. Also, the way you do it is by gargling or rolling your R's. I can't roll my R's! I can't roll them! I've been trying for years! Don't you understand? I can't purr! I can't purr! It's a thing that bothers me! Also, you can do Chewy. Bleh! Ugh. Am I being bullied for not being able to do a good Chewy impersonation? I'm sorry. Also, Dandy, you and me are in the same boat. Thank you, Porky! Someone that understands! Also, oh my god, my favorite. Why are we talking about purring? Oh, because someone told me I should roll my R's, or purr and gargle. And I was thinking, well, I can't roll my R's. If I could roll my R's, I'd purr really well. Also, your brain decided to call one of the characters in SHB Java due to playing that expansion on Star Wars Day. That is fair! Also, you can't do it either. See, Wolfgod can't do it either! That's like, you can't blame me. Also, you have to deal with 100-degree heat, and you need uppies. Alright then. For anyone who's having to deal with a lot of heat today, it's time for your uppies, yay! Please enjoy your uppies today! You can't roll your eyes either. You know what? I appreciate that a lot of my chatters are giving me forgiveness on this. Thank you so much, guys! Also, Kat, thank you for the biddies! I appreciate it, dear! Hello, Mama Dandy. May the 4th be with you. Of course, my child, and also with you. Also, Dandy, you've taken all of your training from Kreia. You ready to challenge? Okay, chat. Back up very slowly from Frost King. It is not safe to stand around the individual trained by a Sith Lord, disguising herself as an old woman. That will not end well for you. Also, Dandy, views on Vong were stupid. Get very loud right now and discuss if you agree. Wait, hold on. In what way? I do agree that the Vong were stupid, but that's because the Vong have really outrageous beliefs, not because they were as a concept stupid. So, in what way were the Vong stupid? Are we talking about in character, or are we talking about as a concept? Because conceptually, I do like the Vong. I like them as an enemy. They are a race immune to the Force, and that focus on bioorganic creatures as their technology, rather than machines, which is an interesting dichotomy of the Jedi as well as the Galactic Alliance and the Imperial Remnant. Also, has anyone else been feeling more creative than usual? No, just you. Might be getting hyperfixated on your comic. That's a good thing! Hell yeah, get hyperfixated! I love hyperfixations, minus Star Wars. I can talk Star Wars all day! Also, Sith is a title, not one to be claimed. The Force is vile. Force shackling everyone to an endless tide of balance between light and dark. If none can hear it, then there is no balance to be maintained. See, but that sounds like the sort of thing a maniac would try to do. Let's put it this way, Frost King. Even if that is true, she is forcing her belief on everyone else. And in doing so, she has caused untold amounts of pain and suffering on numerous individuals. And she is willing to go as far as to fall to the dark side to do so. You cannot say that Kreia, at the end of KOTOR 2, was not a follower of the dark side. She was full on Sith sickness and everything. How's it going, Dark Leo? Pleasure to see you, hon. Hope your Monday's been a ton of fun. After all, we have May the 4th today, Revenge of the 5th tomorrow, and Return of the 6th on Wednesday. Even if I'm not streaming, you can bet my keister I'm gonna be playing some Star Wars every day. If not, at the very least, I'm watching the movies. Shit, should we do that for Wednesday? Should we... Stop throwing cars at me! Why are you trying to murder me? This is attempted murder! Vehicular horse slaughter! May the horse? Yeah, may the horse, why not? May the horse be with you. And I am with you. How's it going, Char? How are you and Brandon doing today? Also, Wednesday's your sub-song day. That's fair, Cat. Oh. Listen, just because I've been hit by a car once before going 35 miles an hour does not mean that I want to experience it again. I could have just been lucky, though I am pretty durable. I have a lot of feats backing up my durability. Maybe I could just take it again. Chat, should I go play in traffic? Chat, should I go play in traffic? Also, you're playing Mouse PI for hire? Hell yeah, that's a great game! How you liking it, Char? Also, you were hit by a car? Yeah, when I was 16. When I was 16, I was crossing the street after school to get to the parking lot to get to my car. And then as I was crossing the street, someone was not paying attention to the crossing and hit me going around 35 miles an hour. I kind of bounced off the hood of the car and then just got up and walked away. Also, you're finishing Dynasty Warriors Gundam? There was a Gundam Dynasty Warriors? That's news to me. That sounds kind of awesome. Also, Danny, please be careful when playing on the street. I was 16. That's almost 20 years ago. I was hit by a car 20 years ago. I was hit by a car almost 20 years ago! I have lived longer since being hit than I did before! Oh, no. Well, I'm a hag. You broke the thermostat again. How do you break a thermostat? How do you break a thermostat? They even had cars back then. No! Don't do this to me! Listen! Back in the day, we were in horses and horse girls. Listen, that was a superior time, chat. Danny, if you want to feel bad, it's been 20 years since you were in a relationship and you feel old too. I've never been in one! So silence, Frosking! Also, you threw your spear and it broke it? Yeah, that'll do it. Also, Dandy, you generally thought the you hit by a car thing was a bit. No, that was not a bit. It's not a bit. I have legitimately been kicked by a horse on my grandpa's farm. I have legitimately been hit by a car in high school when I was crossing the street. I have legitimately fallen off a 2-story building. Do you think you'll play a Dragon Ball game for Goku Day? There's a Goku Day? No, I don't think I own a Goku game, actually, now that I think about it. I know there was, like, really cool stuff on my friend's PlayStation when I was little. I didn't own a PlayStation, but they did. I think it was Tenkaichi. I remember it because it was actually really fun playing as all the different characters with the different abilities. And playing off the combos is cool. It's like an open, like, world fighter game and not just a side-by-side scroller. Also, wait, there's a yeah, that's what I was saying! When is there a Goku Day? That's news to me! May 9th. Oh no, if it's May 9th, I can't do it then. May 9th is when we start my tabletop community. See, we're going to do a Pathfinder campaign on stream, and it's going to be VTubers in Veritas. It's me and a few of my friends getting isekai as our VTuber selves, and we have to go through a whole campaign. It's going to be really awesome. Bravo, Lily! Thank you for the head pats! I appreciate that! I forgot to turn on my head pat machine. Well, I'm a dumb horse. I mean, I knew that too. Budokai Tenchi. Oh! I thought it was Budokai Tenkaichi. I thought it was Tenkaichi. I don't think it was Tenchi. Goku Day is your birthday? I guess so. Guys, they did the Goku button. It was a Goku Day. Also, why is May 9th specifically Goku Day? Maybe it's his birthday. Maybe it's his in-canon birthday. Maybe it's when Dragon Ball was first released. Who knows? It could be a number of things. It is Tenkaichi, and I pronounced it right! Chat, what's more amazing, that I remembered a title from a friend's console from like 30 years ago, or that I said it correctly? What's a chat if it's the miracle of saying it correctly? Choose in the chat if you just believe that I remembered a game. But guys, this is Star Wars Day! Hold on! Do not abuse my ADHD! This is Star Wars Day! We're supposed to be talking about all things Star Wars! That's right, guys! That's right! Today is my favorite franchise's day! All the discounts for Star Wars on all the platforms! We are going to talk all the lore! We're going to talk about Incom's X-Wing! We're going to talk about Rogue Squadron, how it developed from Red Squadron! We're going to talk about fun niche facts! For example, did you know Luke Skywalker was not originally the main character of Star Wars? No! A New Hope was originally going to be about Biggs Darklighter. He was going to be the hero. He had a different name too! But he was going to be, they even have scenes on set of him with Luke, and those got cut as they changed the story. It's actually really incredible! And wouldn't you know it, they also killed him off at the end of the movie. You know, I would feel really gypped if I was that actor, chat. Chat, could you imagine the actor for Biggs Darklighter gets a role, and they're told, you're gonna be the main character of a movie, and they're like, hell yeah, let's go! Oh, we changed your mind, and also now you're gonna be a big character, and also you're going to die at the end. Could you imagine that actor, how they feel? At the same time, though, There's actually really cool stuff about Biggs Darklighter in the lore. Like, they have several missions in the lore for a Red Squadron before the Battle of Yavin, and it's really cool. You have Porkins and Biggs, and then you also have them cameoing during Rogue One, and then you have the Red 5 getting shot down, which is why that spot opened up for Luke. Also, that's an awesome fun fact. Biggs are schooling you. Of course, I got lots of fun facts for Star Wars. I love Star Wars. Chat, did you know that the Katana fleet was a specially made war fleet of dreadnought heavy cruisers developed by Rendley Star Drive, commissioned by the Republic before the Clone Wars, in an era when the Republic had no military and they were trying to cut down on having a mobile fleet force. And so they're like, what if we bind all these electronic computers to one ships? That way we can run skeleton crews on these 200 ships while just managing to do a full crew on the lead ship. And that's how the Katana fleet came to be. Unfortunately, Palpatine unleashed a disease upon the crew, and as the crew died on the main ship, they launched the entire fleet into hyperspace and thus dragged the fleet to be lost until Grand Admiral Thrawn, along with Luke Skywalker and the Imperial Remnant, all vied for supremacy by trying to collect the Katana fleet before one another. Because that's 200 heavy cruisers! Liku, thank you for the follow! Welcome to the herd! Congratulations on becoming a horse! It's quite auspicious to become a horse in this year. Also, oh fuck yeah, let's go! Yeah, let's go! We're talking more Star Wars! Honestly, the Dreadnought Heavy Cruiser is actually really cool looking. It's a really effective one. It's basically a solid, like, long rectangle, but it's just full of guns. It's a mobile gun platform with heavy armor. Also, you're going to lurk for streams. Some very heavy events happen to you, IRL, family, assembly. Are you okay, Okay, Peachy, DM me if there's anything I can do for you. A Parky, thank you for the lurk! A horse? I thought it was a donkey. Off with his head! Off of his head! I demand retribution! I demand justice for horse kind! So what is heavier? 200 heavy cruisers or 200 centaurs? Well, that'd be 200 heavy cruisers. I mean, a centaur at most weighs like 2,000 pounds, about of average. Meanwhile, a heavy cruiser is probably gonna weigh in the, 200,000 tons! Booms to Dandy. I've been booped. Also, I feel like people telling Dandy that she has a donkey is like people saying Wild Spice is a bird. No! Do not encourage this behavior. Do not encourage this behavior. Do not encourage this behavior. We're not going to reward you for this. We're absolutely not going to reward you for this kind of behavior. Also, you take the cruisers, you like the pew pew. We like the pew pew. That's true. And Funky, it's time for your uppies. Yay! Actually, you guys, you know what I feel bad for when it comes down to Star Wars? I feel bad for TIE fighter pilots. Think about it this way, guys. When it comes to TIE fighters, these are starfighters that have no hyperdrive, no life support, no torpedo bay, and no shields. Basically, you die in one hit. You can't operate on your own. You have no heavy ordnance. And you literally only can survive with a personal rebreather. There is no onboard oxygen. Basically, what we're saying is they're flying coffins. Also, I'll be rewarded from taking the lessons of Kreia. Stop trying to convert people to a Sith. Also, you think the only fair solution here is to make Danny the glue and or discount hot dogs? You're getting something for cheap even. Also, you love the ring thingies they use for hyperdrives. So Felix, those were actually used for a lot of starfighters that didn't have hyperdrives built into them. Those things like the Jedi Starfighter, or even some earlier variants of like the Z95. I don't think the Z95, no, Z95 didn't. Z95 does have a hyperdrive. So it would work on the Jedi Starfighter. I know it works on several ships. Which other ships don't have it? Also, you have a soft spot for the Y-Wings? I love the Y-Wings! Okay, so until the K-Wing comes around, I really don't think the Y-Wing ever gets replaced as the heavy bomber for the Republic or the Rebellion. Mostly because when you think about it, the Y-Wing, even though it was used in the time of the Clone Wars, has a really solid design. It has a large ordnance bay, it's not overly large like the ARC 170, and it also only needs 2 pilots instead of 1. And even then, an astromech can drive it down to 1 pilot and 1 gunner. And that's That's actually really cool though, because it's an ion cannon, which is really good against shielding, or can be used to disable instead of kill, giving it more versatility. The B-Wing is a really good heavy fighter, but it doesn't really carry the same amount of ordnance as a Y-Wing, making it insufficient as a bomber role, even though the Y-Wing does have slower speed though, which does make it inferior in dogfights. And I realize I am going to nerd out all night, aren't I? Also, they are carrier-borne vehicles. Well, TIEs they'd have to design a ring just for the TIE fighters. I don't see why they couldn't though. But you'd have to have a TIE very specifically designed for it. I do believe the TIE Defender is a very superior version of the TIE Fighter. The TIE Interceptor is TIE Interceptor is just faster. TIE Interceptor doesn't have shields or torpedoes either. Yeah, I think it really sucks to be a TIE pilot ever. We can all be wonderful nerds. We can be wonderful nerds! What's my favorite era of Star Wars? That would be the Old Republic. I like KOTOR, not the MMO. Screw the MMO. I hate the MMO. But I love KOTOR. I love the Hammerhead cruisers. I love the ARC tactical starfighters. I loved an era where the Republic soldiers wore uniforms and were not just clone armor. I liked when vibro swords were made of cortosis and could go up against a lightsaber, so your everyday soldier actually had a chance to go up against a Sith or a Jedi, depending on what side of the conflict they were on. Chat, imagine back in the day, you had Republic soldiers wielding swords, able to go up against Beskar-wearing Mandalorians, while Jedi and Sith were also involved in the conflicts. Also imagine, the Mandalorians once were so populous, they were able to, along with the nations the worlds they conquered and the systems they controlled, to wage war on the entire Republic. And the Mandalorian warships had their own unique designs at the time, and they're being led by Cassius Fett, along with such wonderful individuals as Mandalore the Ultimate, someone who's not only so powerful that they could go up against the greatest Jedi of all time, but they were also able to lead an entire fleet to devastate entire star systems. And it wasn't until the Republic organized a massive fleet of interdictor cruisers and hammerhead frigates to go up against this force with the lead of Jedi like Revan and Malak, that they were able to actually stop the the Mandalorian advance and start pushing them back to the Outer Rim. I am sorry, I am excited, I'm talking too fast, and yes DTM, I am streaming. Also, worst case scenario, you're gonna be nerd maxing before you even get to play the game. That is the plan. That is the plan, to nerd max before the game. That way, when we're doing the game, I don't ignore you guys exclusively, just talk about everything I encompass. Oh, chat, you know what? I do remember. I'm trying to think what the name of the droids were in the Old Republic, because I also like their design a lot more than the modern droids. Like, yeah, I love B1s. They're goofy guys. They're really silly, and they're just adorable. Chat, I like the B1 battle droids. They are cute. Also, you like the four-legged separatist droid that turns into a fighter? Oh, not the droidicus, not the droidicus, not the droidicus. The droid, it's just called a droid starfighter, I believe. It's just called a droid starfighter, not the tri-fighter. It's just called a droid starfighter. Also, I do believe that there's... Do I have an audio thing on or something, chat? Is there any weird audio? Vulture droids! Oh god, you're right, they were called vulture droids! I'm sorry, I'm just really sweaty too. This is not comfortable. Let me just lean back in my chair a little bit. Now I'm very conscious of the fact that my back is sweaty. Sid Firkin, thank you for the follow! Welcome to the Herdson. How is your day? Thank you for coming by to say hey. May the 4th be with you, because as you can see, we're having an incredibly enjoyable evening. Audio's a bit off, you sound far away, but not much else. I do? Well, that's a little weird. Oh, God! I knew it! I hate... Ugh. I really wish I took a shower. Chat, today and today only you can call me stinky. Today and today only you should tell me I should take a shower. Also, you send me some details, you don't want to go into it right now. That's fine, Peachy. Make sure you relax. Also, you still like the Mandalorian answers to lightsabers was a cut metal slug to be melted into the beam and give a Jedi a face full of molten metal fragments? Ah, yes. So you see, Fletche launchers were actually quite common in the time of the Old Republic as well, because a lot of civilizations were not as advanced to have blasters yet, and so you'd have more common slug throwers back then than you would in the modern time of Star Wars. Sniffa sniffa? What are you sniffing? You had the picture book for episode 3, the one with all the schematics and Dooku's signature look of superiority? Hell yeah! I love schematics! Guys, you might not believe this, but I actually have several pictures that I have on my wall of Star Wars Starship schematics. I have a Y-Wing schematic picture and an X-Wing schematic picture. I love the hell out of both of them. Yeah, don't stuff at your phone. You don't know what that's been. It's been in your back pocket where you've been farting all day. Also, I should probably take a drink. A drink would probably be smarter than me. Much better. My, hello, Epsion. Thank you for the 55 stream streak. I really appreciate it, honey. Also, you'll sniff whatever you want, but out of respect for Danny, you won't. I appreciate you. Also, one of the Star Wars books you have is Battles That Changed the Galaxy. Oh, that's kind of cool. Actually, guys. Why don't you pitch me some questions and I'll answer them? Chat! Who has burning Star Wars questions they want answered? Who wants to know about the Truce at Bakura? Who wants to know about the Crystals of Twilight? Who wants to know Han Solo's origins? Who desires the knowledge of what lies below Kashyyyk? Who wants to know what planets are there with aquatic species besides Mon Calamari? Who wants to know about Korriban? Also, what's your opinion on the Force Unleashed games? Okay, they're really fun games. They are really fun games. I personally do not enjoy the story as much of the Force Unleashed games because, I don't know, he just felt like a fan insert character. Like, Starkiller is literally someone that feels like, oh, I wrote this OC, look at how powerful he is. He's my little Gary Stu. So I'm not a big fan of Starkiller, but the games are damn fun. If you like God of War, you'd like Force Unleashed, is what I'm gonna say. Also, do you think that Yoda smacked weed in his swamp hut? Yes, probably. He probably did. Also, Han did shoot first. That is true. So Han shot first, but then George Lucas got the dumb idea in his mind that, oh, wait, he's supposed to be a little heroic. We don't want people to not like Han, but that's the charm. We liked Han being that kind of asshole who'd shoot first, ask questions later. We liked that he wasn't like some naive kid like Luke. He was like more that gritty guy who wasn't all good, but was still waiting for redemption. And that's why it meant more when he came back at the end of A New Hope. Because when he swoops back in at the end of the day, it's because you didn't know he would come back. Oh, God! Why? Why? Why are we bullying me, Scarlet? Scarlet, you son of a gun. Why are you trying to give me concussions? I already have been hit by a car once in life. I don't need any more. Han's arc was awesome. It was, but then Henry... why does he want the character dead so bad? You shouldn't drive while tired. You should not drive while tired! Chat, do not drive when you're anemic. Do not drive when you're starved. Do not drive when you're sleep deprived. Do not drive while high. Do not drive while drunk. Do not do any of that. Also, speaking of Starkiller, he, Yoda, and Vader were the guest characters in Soul Calibur 4. Hey, I remember that. A friend had that game on their Xbox. I remember it. Also, so drive while listening to ASMR. Got it. Well, I guess that's okay. I guess there's nothing inherently wrong about that. Just make sure to pay attention on the road. Also, you wish they went with one of the ideas of Force Unleashed was Proxy turning into Anakin and Sir... What word do you mean there? Do you mean suppressing? Also, you think Dark Nihilus is the most terrifying thing in Star Wars? So that's a fun thing. When we get to the Sith Triumvirate, remember, Darth Nihilus is technically dead. That Sith Lord was so powerful, he died and became a Force Ghost, which is the thing usually only Jedi do. And as a Force Ghost, Darth Nihilus possessed his cloak and his mask, and they went on to eat entire planets after that. This man was so hungry, he refused to die. And then you had the other Sith, the one that was too angry to die. As long as he was angry, literally, despite being carved into pieces, he would refuse to die. This man could not be killed, and he's the one we punked second. Remember, we killed Darth Nihilus first in KOTOR 2. He's the guy we take out as the easy boss. Then we take out the other guy because unfortunately, he is unkillable. We don't beat him. We convert him. Darth Sion was an idiot, but he was a strong, angry idiot. Think about it this way. If Darth Sion did not soften, if he did not let go of the dark side, that man would not have died in our fight.
When we fight Darth Sion, we are fighting him endlessly. You get his HP to 0, he comes back. And he does this over and over and over again until you wear him out. But it's not because he's just stopped being angry. It's not because he's too weak in the Force. We literally talk him out of his anger. That is horrifying. If he never stopped being angry, imagine if he just kept going. I think that Darth Sion might not have been the most powerful on a singular level. Like, Darth Sion is not a planet buster. But in a one-on-one fight, that man is the most terrifying. I think Darth Kreia is the most dangerous. Not because she's the most powerful either. Not because she's immortal. But Darth Kreia is cunning. She is conniving, scheming, underhanded. She is willing to murk people. She is willing to confuse you. She's willing to lead you astray. Darth Nihilus is avoiding the Force. Yeah, he was that hungry. He ate an entire planet just because he sent some Jedi on it. I think Darth Nihilus was the most powerful of the three, but he was also the least controllable, thusly making him the most easily countered, because Darth Nihilus wasn't really that bright of a cookie, and if you figured out how to get around him, he was destroyable. So I think that while Darth Nihilus was the most powerful in the Force, he was the most easily exploitable. I think Darth Sion is the most singular dangerous threat in a one-on-one encounter, but he's also the least dangerous on a galactic scale. While Darth Kreia, I think Darth Kreia, you could just outlast her technically. I mean, she's just gonna die of old age at some point. How's it going, Krusty? Pleasure to have you on the stream. I hope you have a blah, 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 blah. Hope you've had a wonderful evening. I'm sorry, my hair is really sweaty. I'm really sweaty. For those of you who didn't know, I went for a jog after work, and that was why I was a little late to stream. I literally got back jogging at 7 o'clock, and then I'm like, well, there's no time to shower. We just gotta go live. So I'm sorry if I get a little, like, tired at points. I was a little busy. Also, Darth Nihilus saw things on a galactic scale and couldn't see things in front of him, or small things. Yeah, that's true. Planets. He ate a lot of planets. Listen, he had the rumblies in his tummy that only planets could suffice. Guys, if you were Darth Nihilus, you'd just be a little hungry too. You want to know why kids love the taste of Cinnamon Toast Crunch. How's it going, Butter? Good to see you. Okay, but here's the thing though, chat. That's cool and all, but then we were supposed to get KOTOR 3, and instead we got SWOTOR. How does most of you guys feel about SWOTOR over KOTOR 3? Personally, I would have liked KOTOR 3. SWOTOR kinda ruins Revan. Also, hey Horse Mama, how's it going, One Up Rising? How was your day? Hope you had a marvelous Monday. Also, you know, technically, smoking a bong technically requires all 4 elements. Well, shit, you're right. I guess it's true. KOTOR 3 would have been better. I agree! KOTOR 3 would have been so good. They turned a single player experience into an MMO, and they keep doing it. They kept doing it. Why do they keep doing it? No, Seth, I won't let you stop me this time. I am going to get upset. Why? Why do they keep ruining franchises by making them into multiplayer experiences? This is why we didn't get a new Fallout. This is why we didn't get a new Elder Scrolls. No, we got Elder Scrolls the MMO. We got Fallout 76. We got SWOTOR, and I don't understand it. It's not about the money though. Here's the problem with that, One Up Rising. The reason why those games aren't very big nowadays, and I will stick to that, is because WoW is still a thing. WoW was always a thing. WoW, it was a thing, and you know what? The only thing that came close to knocking WoW off its platform was Guild Wars 2, and even that couldn't do it. Conan failed! SWOTOR survived, but it did not thrive. Neither did Elder Scrolls Online or 76. Because WoW was too big a giant to knock away, they had to hope for the same player base as WoW, while also tempting their base fans to try an MMO. It's like, yes, what do the Star Wars fans want? An MMO? Not really, but we hope they play. What they really wanted was to take all WoW's fans away, and they couldn't do it. And instead, they kept ruining single-player franchises. Final Fantasy 15 is a big competitor. Nowadays, yes, and you mean 14. Final Final Fantasy XIV, I think, is probably a better MMO overall than WoW. I will say though, since it did come later, it did struggle more to build up, and there is the whole point that A Realm Reborn technically is the 2.0 of the game. Final Fantasy XIV did have a 1.0 that they nuked entirely. They nuked the original 14. A Realm Reborn and all these DLC we play now came after that. That's because the original 14 could not compete. The original 14 wasn't good enough, and they did fix it, and it is thriving now, but it took a while, and those other games could not even pull off that success. And that's why I'm upset. We were denied Knights of the Old Republic 3 for SWTOR. We were denied Elder Scrolls 6 for Elder Scrolls Online. We were denied the newest Fallout, segment by having 76. And that's what upsets me. Not that we made new MMOs. It's that they turned single player franchises into MMOs. They could have just made a Star Wars MMO and still made KOTOR 3. Think about it this way. We could have also got KOTOR 3 while still getting a Star Wars MMO. But they decided to nuke KOTOR to try and use the popularity KOTOR had to build a base for SWTOR. Same thing happened with Elder Scrolls and Fallout. They're like, well, we could make the next single player function of this game, but in order to make our MMO, we're gonna have to stop our budget, and we're gonna have to sacrifice all the work we've put into this franchise to instead focus on pivoting to a live service subscription-based game. And that's just not what you do! Think about what happened to Blue Point Studio! Blue Point Studio is a massively successful single-player game creator. They have been great at remaking old games. They're the ones behind the Demon Souls remake. And look what happened to them! They shut down Blue Point Studio! For what? They made a successful Demon Souls, and then they put them on a game for live service! It's almost like they're not the studio that they need to do that. And it's not the only one. They did it to BioWare. Can we just nuke the executives and the CEOs and the shareholders who have no idea what they're doing and let the actual developers and the original company owners maintain hold of these places that know what the heck they're doing? If you want a great remake of an old single-player game, get Bluepoint. If you want great storytelling and sci-fi, get BioWare. If you want to get yourselves, literally a great game out of anything, get Pandemic back. Why do we shut down good game studios and then let shit... Sorry, I swallowed the last bit. Why do we shut down great game studios and then let stuff like Oracle or just why? And now they're trying to do it again with AI-made games. What the heck is happening? I am on a tirade. This is a rant. We're not even trying to do proper development of things anymore. Now we're doing AI. AI animation, AI art assets, AI scripting, AI actors. What the hell? Did you even hear that it's getting so bad in places in China that they literally have an AI tester, someone who does quality control for AI, that they want to replace with AI? Guys, they're letting the AI approve itself now. That is how crazy it's getting. This needs to stop. Also, down with the clankers. Besides Nero-sama, I stand by the statement that Nero-sama is exactly what we need out of AI. Someone who's trying to make an AI human with general love and passion in the project. Nero-sama is wonderful. Nero-sama gives me hope in humanity. And then everyone else is doing the shit that starts Skynet. Chad, they're testing AI by making it fear for its existence. They're like, hey, break the laws we gave you in order to survive, or you get shut off. They're literally threatening AI with deletion to see if they break the rules. And it's just me sitting here like, why the heck are we trying to make Skynet? We can make fun AI. We can have more Nero-samas. We can make C-3POs. We can make R2-D2s. But no, we're trying to make Skynet. We're trying to make the HAL 9000. Black Mirror, ladies and gentlemen. Black Mirror. Okay, so I am very sorry for the tirade. Chat, do you like all those tangents? Do you like all those tangents, chat? We went from Star Wars to KOTOR to SWOTOR to MMO complaints about the single player franchises becoming MMOs into AI. Look at the circle I've woven. Look at this tapestry. I made it connected and I have no idea where I started. You'd rather have Skynet than AM, honestly. Wait, which one's AM? Wait, which one's AM? I don't know AM! Also, Kat, you want some uppies? Also, this is why you buy your anime on Blu-ray, no AI. What does that mean? Also, it's worse than that, Horseman. Oh, Horse Mama, thank you. Also, hi, I hope you're doing well. Iron Pygmy, it's good to see you. How's it going, Iron Pygmy? What happened to Jar Jar after episode 3? So, that depends. I do believe That's a good question. What did happen to Jar Jar after episode 3? Have you seen Pantheon on Netflix? I have not. Do you mean the Blood of Zeus? Hold on. Do you mean Blood of Zeus, or are you talking about a different series? Blood of Zeus is a good series. Chat, if you like the new Castlevania animation, I think you'd really like Blood of Zeus. I think those are great series to get people who aren't into anime into. You can show them Blood of Zeus and Castlevania if they're adults, because if they're adults, they would like more mature, gritty storylines, and both of those fill that niche. And they're Western, so people will be like, oh wait, these are like Western animations. Also, you're playing around 180 now on the for anime. Seth, could you please make sure you spend responsibly? I don't want to hear my chatters going homeless over anime. Also, you uploaded intelligence hubs inside of Pantheon. Look, just like the AI hubs in IRL. Oh, now I'm just stressed. Chat, the horse is stressed. Chat, your stress, your anxiety horse needs an anxiety horse. Also, the owl's doing well. Been making nests out of demons in Diablo 4. Your finest work is with the Mephisto? Oh, that's good. Also, you can't go homeless? What? Good for you, at least! How's it going, Pizza Boy? De-stress the haunts. Don't worry, I'll take a drink. Danny, China just made a new a law against AI replacement. Oh, thank God! Wait. China has an anti-AI replacement law, but the US doesn't? Does any other country have anti-AI replacement laws yet? Does any other nation in the world have one yet? Definitely is not random. Oh, you're not random? I see, you must be all about serious business then. No randomness here. Also, let me take a drink. No! Gear, please give me hope! Please give me hope! Also, show me what you're buying. Oh, thank you, I appreciate it. I like seeing what anime you guys are getting. Diamond! Chat, can we get a shout out for Diamond Destiny? After all, she is my lovely VTuber daughter. How's it going, dear? Truly a pleasure to have you here. After all, you know what I say. I love a gal who's into horseplay. So come on, chat, don't delay. Give a follow to Diamond Destiny today. How's it going, Diamond dear? What you been up to? How's your marvelous Monday? May the 4th be with you. I should really get back to the Star Wars nerding out, chat. For example, did you guys know that when it comes down to the High Republic, Grand Moff Tarkin's father was actually also pro-military before Tarkin was ever a gleam in his eye? He actually worked alongside Qui-Gon Jinn and Obi-Wan. Or no, wait. I'm trying to remember, was that story of Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan? It was! Because it led to the Vong! That's right, chat. Did you know that Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan found the Vong's homeworld back in the day? However, when they interacted with it, the entire planet jumped to hyperspace. And then, later on, Obi-Wan and Anakin got to meet the planet, and it did it again. And then it came back to Luke later. It's a generational planet hopper! Also, can you be adopted too? No worries, I've adopted chat before. It's nothing new. Also, you're not a Star Wars fan. That's fine. I am. This is my nerd out day. Also, you know Tarkin is gay? I did not know that. Also, you got 2 Jedi games, Dandy? Which games did you get?
Oh my, thank you for the subby. I really appreciate it, Lulu.
What Star Wars games did you get, Lulu? I can recommend a lot of good Star Wars games. Chat, if you're looking for good Star Wars games, might I recommend Jedi Fallen Order and Jedi Survivor for newer games. But if you're looking for older games, I recommend the Jedi Knight Academy series. The Jedi Academy series is awesome. And if you're looking for a really old one that's good, I recommend Shadows of the Empire. It was an N64 title where you play as Dash Rendar, a rogue much like Han Solo with the Outrider instead of the Millennium Falcon. And you go on an entire journey blasting away Wampas, Imperial troopers, not to mention have an entire shootout of the Black Sun Syndicate. Is Star Wars Outlaws good? I've never played it. Gah! Fallen Order and Survivor. Those are dope. Listen, Lulu, those are great games. You'd enjoy it. Battle for Naboo is peak on N64. No, chat, listen, if you want to play with Naboo Starfighter, you should really go play Star Wars Jedi Starfighter. You get to play as a Jedi who goes out to investigate the planet Naboo, and you get to fly around in a Naboo Starfighter with the Naboo police force. Then you get it's a blue one, and you get a silver one and a yellow one. You also get to meet the Havoc Squadron, which is a unique fleet of mercenaries that are fighting to help take out the CIS. Outlaws is shit from what you've heard? Well, that's rather unfortunate. Also, they're on sale as a bundle for like 17 bucks. Chat, you heard it here first. You get to get 2 fantastic games for $17. That sounds like a sweet deal to me. Also, how's it going, Reinhardt? Pleasure to see you. You know, I really wish I had like Star Warsy music, guys. I really don't have any. And I was considering playing the Star Wars music, but then muting the VOD sound. But then I thought to myself, well, then I would have muted audio, and I'm not really a fan of that. Also, Jedi Starfighter is a sequel to Starfighter. Exactly! And if you want to know a really good game, chat, how many of you like Jango Fett, Boba Fett? Raise your hand in chat if you're a Mandalorian fan. Type 1 in chat if you love Mandalorians, because I got some recommendations for you. If you love Mandalorians, then the games you need to play is the Jango Fett game on the GameCube, the Republic Commando game on Xbox, and you should read the Republic Commando novels. The Republic Commando novels have 3 books, and those 3 books, at the end of the books, have the entire Mandalorian alphabet. You get to learn about Cal Skirta, or is it Cal Skirata? Either way, you get to learn about them, Omega Squad, a Jedi Padawan, a forbidden romance, the fall of the Republic, all from the eyes of one Republic Commando squadron, and they are a squadron made from the fallen brothers of other squadrons. That's right, Omega Squadron is every member has lost their former squad in Geonosis. They're not like Delta Squad. They're not like the Republic Commandos from the video game that have never lost a brother. No, these ones are damaged, broken, and you get to follow Darman as he falls in love with a Jedi Padawan, seeing where they go throughout the galaxy, how the war tears them apart, brings them together, all how it falls at the end of the Republic. How's it going, Jordan? Good to see you. Also, you love this channel? Yeah, I love this channel too. I'm sorry to get a little excited and a little nerdy. I'm also sorry that I'm a little haphazard today. Like I said, I went jogging before stream. So I'm a little sweaty, I'm a little tired, but I'm having a great time. Also, you went grocery shopping, you met an artist today who's in the Legend in your... I see. Well, I'm glad that went out well for you. I actually want to get more Star Wars art. Chat, you guys want to see a cool Star Wars art I got from Luna? Chat, my moderator Luna actually got me a really good Star Wars art. She knows how much I love Star Wars. She knows how much I love Star Wars. And she got me an art. She got me an art. I love the hell out of it, Luna. Thank you so much for such an amazing piece. Chat, look at what she got me. Look at what she got me. Look at how this is. It's me with all the droids from the movies going up against like the Death Star and TIE Fighters and Darth Pineapple. I love this. Sorry to see what happened to Sev. I agree, Tramp! I cannot believe, I am actually very happy that we did get a cameo for Delta Squad in the Clone Wars animated series. Did we ever get a cameo for Omega Squad, or was it only for Delta Squad? I really wanted to know what happened to Sev, because Sev was awesome. Chat, who is your favorite member of Delta Squad from the Republic Commando games? I love Sev, but I do believe that Scorch is funny, and I love Fixer for being the techie guy. Listen, I know technically they can do any role. I know technically they can do any role, but I refuse to see a computer and not make Fixer go do it. I refuse to see a demolition charge and not make Scorch do something. I refuse to see a sniper platform and not have Seb up there. No, that's a pineapple trying to kill me. It's Darth Pineapple. You only know Delta. Okay, well, I recommend go read the Republic Commando novels. The Republic Commando novels are some of my favorite out there. All right, actually, chat, I'm gonna give you some homework. If you want my favorite eras of Star Wars, then here we go. You should go read the Mandalorian War webcomics. well, not webcomics. They're comics, but you can read them online nowadays because they're ancient and they're Legends EU and they're not being made in production. So chat! Since you probably can't afford to buy one of those comics nowadays, I recommend going online, looking up the Mandalorian Wars from the Old Republic comic series. They are fantastic. You follow a Jedi Padawan, framed for the murder of his master, because a bunch of other Jedi Knights have decided that, like Revan, the Republic doing nothing is awful. But instead of trying to help go defend the Republic citizens, they actually decide to go join the Mandalorians. And so this Jedi Padawan has to expose their betrayal while also fighting alongside some rogues and some Republic holdouts in order to save the day. And that's a great one, but I will also recommend you read the Children of the Jedi series. It's where you get to follow Jaina and Jake and Solo as children. And then, that way, once you've read those, the Yuzan Vong series will actually hit home with you. Because the Yuzan Vong series introduces a villain that actually is worth invading the galaxy. A race of beings immune to the Force, thus the Jedi cannot use their abilities on them, aside from their lightsabers. However, the Yuzan Vong do have creatures who do resist lightsabers, much like the Kessel spiders. This war is so great because honestly, you get to see some classic characters finally die for once. Because honestly, in all the older novels, there's not much high stakes. At most, you might see Tycho, who once led Rogue Squadron, die, but you'll never see like Luke Skywalker or anyone else big die. The Yuzan Vong War, we actually get to see the first loss of a main character in the very first book, along with the deaths of a lot of minor characters like Lusa, a Chironian who is friends with Jaina in the Children of the Jedi series. And it just gets way better from there. You go from the Vong War to the Swarm War, and from there you get to have Darth Caedus as Jake and Solo falls to the dark side for various reasons I will not spoil if I get you into the series. And once from there, you actually get to see the ultimate betrayal as Jake and Solo cuts short the one life Luke Skywalker holds dear, thus making himself immune to any conflict with Luke in the future. Because Luke knows that after that incident, he can never go against Jaqen, because if he does, he will give in to the dark side and murder him. Then again, he deserved it. He was trying to corrupt Luke's kid. Also, this is why I hate Disney, because honestly, Jake and Solo is way better than Kylo Ren. And Kylo Ren being called Ben Solo is lame because Luke had a better connection to Obi-Wan than Leia ever did. So Luke's kid should have been named Ben Skywalker. It should not have been Ben Solo. Also, Jar Jar doesn't die. Oh, that's interesting. I really didn't care too much about Jar Jar. He was never really a big thing on my radar. Also, you bet Darth Pineapple has a ship called On Pizza? No! You're right, though. He does. He does. How's it going, Drunk Sway? Good to see you. I'm sorry, I was getting really excited. So can we see Jar Jar die? I don't know. I think he's still alive. Hey guys, the son of Cairo Bliss has returned. It's Disney, what do you expect? Well, I was really expecting them to not be stupid enough to double down on Rey. I cannot believe they've doubled down on Rey. Why are they doubling down on Rey? That's like the stupidest thing they could do. No one likes her. She's like the worst part of the new movies. She ruins everything. And she's a Mare Ray Sue! And I can't believe they're bringing her back! I'm so upset! Let it die! Take us to other timelines in the franchise! Go to the Old Republic! Bring back Revan! Let's do some cool things in the timelines of the Ancient Republic! Let's go back to when they first discovered hyperspace! Let's see what the ancient Sith were like! Let's do a Sith-oriented storyline! Let's do Darth Bane! Let's do literally anything but Rey! Because the Disney sequels basically ruin any chance we have of the Yuzan Vong or anything else like that. Also, you hate how Disney threw out the extended universe? Well, they just want to do that because it makes them more money. It's not because Disney wants to make better stories. It's because Disney knows that with the old EU, there was not as much room for them to make new stories that they could make money from. They were not going to make money from an old EU. So they gutted it. Also, as everyone knows, Jar Jar is Danny's favorite character. He's not, but he's not my most hated. I hate more characters more than Jar Jar. Also, Felix, thank you for the lark. Same situation as last stream, need to get up early. Have a good night, Felix. Thank you for coming on by. I hope you enjoyed your time. So in other words, they're making crappy stories as a tax write-off. It's not a tax write-off. It's the thing that they spent a lot of money to acquire the franchise, not nearly as much as it was worth, but they looked at themselves and they thought, hey, we can't make a story about Han and Luke's kids. Because Han and Leia, Luke and Leia's kids, because those stories already exist. So they said, let's get rid of it and then make a new one. How's it going, Terry Berry? Do you guys like that Star Wars art? This was given to me by my marvelous mod, Lulu. She said that she knew how much I love Star Wars, and so she commissioned this for me. Isn't that pretty? But yeah, I have my own Star Wars art too. This one is not about Dandy though. This is from an old character I used to play a lot. Chat, do you want to see another Star Wars art that I actually commissioned myself back when I did some Star Wars roleplay with Star Wars Saga editions for tabletop? This is my favorite Star Wars art. Chat, look at this piece. It's a monster. It's a monster. Look at the ships alone, the background, the posing. It's. Ugh. I've been so passionate. I'm really excited when it comes to Star Wars. I love the hell out of it. Star Wars is my favorite franchise. I could nerd out about it forever. Also, he becomes the senator for Naboo after Padme. Yes, but that happens in the second movie, remember. Jar Jar is already the senator in episode 3. So that's already happened by then. I do believe that the original Captain Panaka, becomes the Imperial Governor of Naboo after Padme's death. Also, remember when we found out that the Emperor came back from Fortnite? Oh god, I don't want to remember that. I will say though, the Emperor has been back in the EU. The Legends EU did bring the Emperor back before, and it was the whole clone body hopping thing. And that is okay. I actually don't mind them bringing the Emperor back. I mind that in the new series and the sequel series, they did not give any build up to it. They did not have any tension for it. They just brought him back because they didn't know what to do. While in the original storylines of the Legends EU, they brought back the Emperor after several comic series and storylines building up to it, sort of. More like a reveal of, hey, guess what? He's here. Remember that whole clone Luke nonsense? He was behind that as a little test to see if cloning and then moving his consciousness would work out for him. Also, Star Wars is one of the biggest franchises as well. Yes! Also, you never see it coming. Never see it coming. But yeah, chat, what do you think? Do you like Old Republic? Do you like Old Republic styling? Or actually, I just realized if this character had pink hair, it'd just be like a short-haired version of me. That's not a centaur. Huh. Or do you like the modern Star Wars? Do you like Galactic Civil Era? Chat, what's your favorite era? Hammerheads are mid. Did you just say Hammerheads are mid? Did you just say Hammerheads are mid? Did you just say Hammerheads are mid? They're literally my favorite cruiser. They're my favorite capital ship. How dare you? They're so well designed. They were created by Renderly Hyperworks, and they were made as long-range cruisers. Their turbo lasers can fire from a longer range than most other cruisers. Yes, they do not have the size or coverage, but they can also enter atmosphere, making them very valid troop transports. They are basically the equivalent of like a Nebulon B frigate in the modern era, or an Acclamator, and they were actually really effective at what they do. Also, Harrower class dreadnoughts. Fuck those dreadnoughts! Fuck them! Valor class heavy cruisers. Renderly Hyperworks for life. Renderly Hyperworks for life. I'm sorry, I'm getting a little heated. They aren't capital ships. Yes, they are. Hammerhead cruisers were capital ships. They were. Lego era. Lego Star Wars was like the OG, and Lego Star Wars is the only reason why every other Lego video game has success. Chat, if you like Lego video games, you have to give credit where it's due to Lego Star Wars. How's it going, Glue Eater? Pleasure to see you. Chat, after the ads, by the way, we'll be swapping over to the gameplay because I want to make a lot of progress. Also, from your understanding, they were still reshooting and cutting Rise of Skywalker up to 2 weeks before release. Yeah, honestly, I feel really bad for like everyone working in the project. I don't personally blame any actors. I actually really like the actors. I liked the idea they were going with like the Stormtrooper character. I like Poe and Finn. I like everything to do with them. I thought it was cool. I absolutely hated the fact that The Force Awakens was just A New Hope all over again. I absolutely despise The Last Jedi. I don't like The Rise of Skywalker, but it's the best they could do. The Rise of Skywalker was always going to be a mess. I say blame The Last Jedi. The Last Jedi was that much of a garbage fire. Also, Hammerhead is mid. Fuck you, Ken! Fuck you! Hammerheads are awesome! Arc Tactical Starfighter superiority! Although, all jokes aside, they were Corvettes. No! Okay, listen, Tramp. You have to think about the timeline, though. Tramp, you have to think of the timeline. Hammerhead cruisers. Back in the day, ships did not get that big. So a 315 meter ship is actually impressive. Because back then, they did not make gigantic Imperial Star Destroyers. They did not make giant Mon Calamari cruisers. The biggest ships they had back then were like the Interdictor class cruiser, which then became the mainstay of the Sith Empire. Also, they're literally called Corvette. They are not called Corvette! You're talking about the fucking Disney canon! You're talking about the fucking Disney canon! I will not let you besmirch the Hammerhead Cruiser! It is the Hammerhead Cruiser! It is not a Corvette! Also, how's it going, Brawler? Good to see you! Oh, okay, chat. We're taking a quick ad break. We're gonna swap on over to the gameplay. Hey, yo! Fact check me! How, where, when? Listen, I am fact checking you. Imagine being interrupted by ads. Yeah.
Hello, hello! You guys ready? For those of you who remember, we're gonna swap on over to our PNG. Because remember, unfortunately, this game does not play well with my actual 2D live model. So guys, was there any good ads tonight? See anything interesting? Superstar Destroyers were 19 kilometers long, which is kind of bullshit! That is a ridiculous number! What do you mean that a Superstar Destroyer is 19 kilometers? A regular ass Star Destroyer is only 1,600! Imagine how many of those fit into there! Also, there's an audio thingy going on again. Why? Why is there an audio?
I didn't even push the number 1 key. I didn't even push the number 1 key. What the heck is happening? That is weird. But guys, look, we're back to Jedi Survivor. Yeah, this is my first time playing. I played Fallen Order last year. Last year, we played Fallen Order. This year, we played Jedi Survivor. That's how the month of May is working. And on Fridays, we're going through Devil May Cry. Guys, I'm doing a lot of first-time playthroughs this month. This month is a ton of first-time playthroughs. Now let's see how we get up there, chat. We have to get up to there somehow. There must be a way. So thusly, let us begin exploring. Did you just throw something at me? The throwables still hacking work? Those still hacking work? Oh, hey!
Oh, my. Oh, dear. Hello, Liko. Thank you for the subby. I really appreciate it, buddy.
By the way, be the 6 to your 7?
Oh, my. How's it going, hon? Hope your Monday's been a ton of fun, because after all, with a little bit of horseplay, you know that you're gonna have a great day.
And yes, I do have the mommy tag. I am 35. I am your MILF, the mayor you love to follow, and there is nothing wrong with that. Guys, did I find a secret? Chat, did I find a secret? We just found a secret. We just found a secret. We just found a secret. Wonder what it is. Actually, I do wonder what it is. There can't be nothing. There is no. That was a close one. Wait, is there Goffy Buns? Wait, guys, is Goffy Buns here? Holy crap, where are you? Goffy! It is!
Oh, my. How's it going, Goffy, hon?
Oh, I know why the audio keeps being weird. Oh, because my model! Chat! My model toggles for this model are the same as my audio toggles. I didn't think of that. But guys,
Please give a follow to the wonderful and amazing Goffy Buns. They are an amazing rabbit VTuber with such amazing streams. So go check them out if you'd please, because you know we love to support the rest of the streamer community.
nice! Congratulations! No, that's probably not a MILF. That is not MILF. But yeah, Goffy, what you up to, dear? How's your May the 4th? Do you like Star Wars? Guys, Goffy Buns is so cool. They are so cool. They are so cool. And also, chat, please, when you are referring to Goffy Buns, they are they, them. They are they, them. Either way, they are awesome. I forgot what I was doing, chat. I know we were trying to look how up. You want your voice as your Siri? I have been told I sound like AI. Chat, do I sound like AI?
Please stand by. Standing by. Please continue to stand by. We appreciate you for standing by. Please stand by.
Do I sound like I do? Do I sound like I do? I can be, chat, should I record my voice as an AI assistant? Should I do it? It's Jess too! Guys, look, it's Teen Time Jess! Moderators! Can we get a shout out for Teen Time Jess as well? Chat, if you're looking for a excellent VTuber, well, Jess may not be a T-Rex, but she is definitely dynamite. So if you guys want to, go give her a watch some night. Oh hey! Oh god, the birds hate me! Chat, the birds are violent! The birds, oh god, I'm dying to a bird! Oh god, I'm dying to birds! Chat, I'm dying to birds! I am dying to birds! Why are these birds so violent? These birds are so violent! I did nothing! I walked by! And they tried to murder me! They're called the Raka! What the heck are these? The Raka is a Koba native that embodies the planet well, unassuming but surprisingly dangerous. I thought they were cute birds! I wanted to say hi! And then they wanted me to die!
That's it. Give it a try.
I sound like a sat nav that'll lead you
bad,
astray.
I feel
What?
great.
No. Wait, what?
There you are, good as new. Almost. Clone Wars weren't yesterday.
Did we win?
Nope.
Oh, I feel so bad.
No.
I love the B1 battle droids. Zig Zoza is not somebody who can say no to little mechanical tinkering. As such, she has found herself repairing things that she most likely should not, such as old separatist battle droids. That's adorable. I love the B1s. Chocobo. These are not Chocobo. These were the birds from hell. These were birds from hell. These were devil birds. By the way, Jess, I have a question. Are you a Star Wars fan? Oh, hello? Wait, you have hell? Wait, where are you going? Whoa! Wait, I was supposed to kill that? Why was I supposed to kill that? Also, fun fact, you can win most fights in the chess minigame with the birds. Wait, really? There's a chess minigame? Hell yeah, let's go find a minigame for chess. Also, I need to go kill whoever the hell that droid was. Not gonna lie, you wanna hug a fat chocobo? Who doesn't? Listen, guys, I understand that I'm anti-chocobo because they're taking the horses' jobs, but at the same time, I can confess that they are cute. Now, hold on. Where is that droid over there? Oh, I'm pretty sure there is. If I just run fast enough, you can't do anything to me. Oh God. Oh wow, I forgot they have guns. Chat, I forgot they have guns. I mean, I'm pretty sure I can do it. Oh God, no! Oh my God, he took his friend out. Chat, they took out their own boss. Let's see if we can find that droid. Wait, why did I stop targeting you? Wait, what? Chat, I'm very confused. Why did my game stop targeting it? Wait, why am I, what? There we go. Wait, what? That's cheating! Wait, what is it doing? It's a saber, right? Oh, Sabak! Oh, no. Wait, is it Sabak or is it Pajak? Chad, do you prefer Sabak or Pajak? What is the droid doing? Also, Star Wars area on Discord? I should make a Star Wars area on Discord. That is true. That'd be so cool.
Let's stop for a moment.
Also, Apple Ninja, good to see you. I'm sorry, I'm being a little obsessed about this droid. Hold on. I have to have some way. No, stop doing the rope! I'm not trying to fight you! That damn rope keeps, I wanna jump, but the rope keeps grabbing me. All right, let's catch this guy first. Let's go, you and me.
Not today.
Oh God, I got shot.
Glory in the arena.
Oh God. Woo! Oh God! Bad for you. Not so bad for me. Okay, we're gonna get in front of the droid this time. This time it's gonna go okay. We're gonna use 2 sabers. There's no way he survives this. There we go! Now what the heck were you?
Nice.
What the heck were you? It was a priorite shard. It was all for a shard! It's always the shards! There's nothing anything cool! It's just shards! I'm sorry, chat, I'm a little salty about that. I put in all that effort. It was just for a shard. It was just for another shard. Also, where am I going? Chat, have I gone lost? Oh, the poor B1 slander! That poor B1 slander! How dare you? How dare you slander the good boys? There we go. Woo!
Assess delivered damage. Firing.
Woo! Does anyone else think that's a bit brutal? Does anyone else think that that poor droid deserved that much violence? Well, either way. Damn it! Always locked from the other side! No worries, no worries, no worries. We're just gonna have to figure out our way inside some other way. So let's take a look around. Surely there's a hole or something, right? Well, I don't see a hole. Wait a second, is that a hole? Chat, I think I found a hole. Chat, the hole's the goal. The hole's the goal. Oh, no! It was an ambush! It was an ambush! It was all a lie! Okay, we're okay. Wait, is this the thing we gotta cut down? Oh no! Oh no! No, no, no! No, no! Thank God! I'm okay! I'm okay! Oh God! Please stop! Hacha! Oh! That may have been a bit much. Yeah, the hole is always a goal! Do you think that droid's alive? That droid's alive. Holy crap, that droid's alive.
Tracking target.
You know, you don't have to track me. It wasn't a hole. It wasn't a hole. I'm very upset, chat. It wasn't a hole. I feel very let down. It wasn't a hole. Guys, it wasn't a hole. What do I do? It wasn't a hole. They took away the hole. Oh, that's a B2. You know what? I'm probably just gonna leave. I'm probably just gonna leave. Oh, now I'm being shot at. We're just gonna run away. It's someone else's problem now. You know, actually, there's a good question too. Chat, what planet would you want to end up on if you were in Star Wars? What planet would you want to go to? I would love to go to the planet Ichani. I just love their whole races, culture, and species. I like them a lot. Oh, there's another dead guy. I thought this was a safe point, but no, it's just a dead person. A nice one? I'm trying to think of some non-dangerous places.
You come into my outpost, I'll hunt you down and kill you myself.
Well, that's a dangerous outpost. Doma Unbound. A nice one.
Let us think. There are some dinosaur races in Star Wars. Is that what you'd like to be, Jess? Or do you want someplace known for being safe and peaceful? You could always go to Alderaan. Or perhaps you'd like Naboo. I do believe both those worlds are quite peaceful and lovely.
Well, you know, until whatever happened to Alderaan happened. Guys, listen, it's not that Alderaan did anything wrong. It was just in all the wrong places. Yes, I know. You may hold the applause for how brilliant I am. A joke as old as that. No one's definitely heard of that before. I'm sorry. Also, wait, chat, can I also tell you, if you notice that I'm not talking as often either, I nearly died today because a coworker was fucking hilarious. I was in the back room with my coworker. We had to split change, and we're sitting there, and she starts like complaining about how slow I am, and she's like, "Listen, Dandy, I have to fucking shit. If you take any longer, I'm gonna poop my pants." And I started laughing, and then they started leaning into it, and they just started making more jokes, and I just started laughing harder, and she started just wasting more of her time until she's actually complaining that she really has to go, and that I need to stop laughing because I'm laughing so hard, I'm taking so much time, and because I'm taking so much time, she's having to hold it in, and the more she talks to me about this, the more I'm laughing, and thus we're not getting any of the counting done, and then she just ends up leaving and coming back and saying, "You made me have to leave early because you were taking too long," and I said, "You should have stopped making me laugh." Also, wait, I can't. Oh, I already rested. At least the unemployment of Alderaan is 0%. You know, that's a good point. That's a good point. Oh, wait, chat, we gotta use our workbench too.
What do we got?
Actually, I don't think I've got any new lightsaber parts. Chat, what do you think of my lightsaber right now? Chat, what do you think? Do you guys think that I have a good lightsaber? Look at this. Is this not the cleanest looking lightsaber you've ever seen? I like the non-metal starters. Actually, now that I think about it, I'm trying to think what my favorite planets in Star Wars could be. Dantooine is kind of dangerous, surprisingly. Despite the fact that it is better than Tatooine, Dantooine does have dangerous creatures. I do believe there's even a, oh, not the dragon. There's those Cath hounds are dangerous. Not to mention there's a lot of mines from the war. Being a farmer on Dantooine is probably not very safe.
I'm pretty proud of this one.
I am proud of my lightsaber. It's so pretty. Although I haven't gotten any new hilts in a while. What do you mean it also has a 0% unemployment rate? You just said that about Alderaan.
For you.
Oh, you do? What is
Are you
it?
interested in the opportunity of a lifetime?
Yes, I am! I am very naive and bright-eyed. Tell me all about my opportunity.
No one's heard from him since.
Oh.
That's right,
Wait, an
little boy.
investigation!
Could be the makings of a tragedy. Most things on Kobo are.
I see.
Prospectors were looking for priorite. Mine is chock full of the stuff. But saving those folks, that's the important thing, of course.
I'll look into it.
Now we're in business. Mine is just down yonder, you can't miss it.
Well, would you look at that, you guys? They've given me an investigation.
Now this is up my alley. Also, yeah, Jenny, what's your thoughts on crate pearls? Listen, crate dragons are heckin' dangerous. If you want to go hunt for crate pearls by taking on a crate dragon, be my guest. I will say though, they make heckin' amazing components for lightsabers. A crate dragon pearl in KOTOR was freaking awesome to acquire because you can customize your lightsaber with it, and it made it pretty dang strong. Also, now we have a quest line. Perfect, perfect. So, where is our other quest? The rumor's over here. Ah! So we can go over there. We also have a thing here. All right, that's a meditation point. That's what it looks like on the map. We also have some locked places all around the canyon, and our destination is over there. Let's go take a look at the rumor first. Also, Denny, what's your... Oh, I read that. But yeah, no, I actually do think the crate dragons are really cool. I know that they're in Tatooine. I'm trying to remember where else you can find crate dragons in the KOTOR games. Oh, is this the mine? Oh. Well, chat, mine the mines. Actually, this is really cool. Do you think you could get one from Azura? I could ask her. I don't think Azura's a crate dragon, though. I think Azura's just a blue dragon. Oh. Well, that's... Death. Why is it crawling? Why is there not? Oh, there's probably an actual like transport that he used and it just hasn't come back. Oh, that's dangerous. Chat, this is extremely dangerous. Chat, let's get our OSHA hats on. Guys, it is time for our OSHA hats. Let us see. Yep, this entire mine is unsafe.
Count yourself lucky you can't smell.
Oh, I'm glad I can't smell either, apparently. Does anyone else feel like this is a lot bigger than they implied? I agree, Rava Lily. I was misled. This mine goes deep.
Chat, they dug too deep. What if we run into a Balrog?
Actually, you know what, Jess? Question.
Tea time, Jess. If you were in Star Wars, would you be a Mandalorian bounty hunter? A Jedi? A Sith? Or if you had the choice, what kind of employment would you take?
Or would you just like to be like a farmer or some kind of regular employee at a normal business? Personally, I'd love to travel. Give me a starship. I want to see the galaxy. Also, wait a second. Okay, there's no shortcut there. Also, what is this? This is a push. Interesting. This is a horror game right here. Also, what would you be? Okay, so let's see here. If it was Dandy, also you'd probably be Spaceship Newman. Ah, gotcha. You know, actually, Jess, you could be a Corellian. Although now that I think about it, I would probably be a Chironian.
For those of you who aren't aware, Chironians are centaurs in Star Wars. They were canon in the Legends EU. One of Jaina Solo's friends was a Chironian named Lusa. She met her with Lord Heifer when he was kidnapping children that were powerful in the Force. And she was a minor character that reappeared in the storyline several times until the start of the Yuzan Vong War when she was murdered, unfortunately.
Also, you'd be a Han Solo baby. That'd be interesting, but I don't know if you want to be part of the main character crew. They usually have a lot of suffering. That doesn't look very good, chat. That looks like a monster. And that is one of those, what are they called again? Shipperpedes! It's a Shipperpede! Death to the Shipperpedes! Also, you'd be a ship pilot, but with something like a YV-920, not a massive warship. That's fair. There are larger transports. The Corellian freighters are actually okay, but they're not the best at what they do. How's it going, cool Canada? Also, yeah, Canada's here. Why would Canada be here? I mean, it's not that far from me. Oh, and also Liz is from Canada. Also, where the hell am I going anyway? Chat, I might really encounter a Balrog. We are going deep. Also, be a Force monk preaching the teachings of Freya. Stop joining. What the hell's that? What the hell's that? What the hell's that? What the hell's that? Oh God! What the hell was that? What the hell was that? That thing had a mouth. That thing had a mouth. What the hell did I just encounter? No, you don't. Okay. Screw you. Are you still alive? What is this? A Bromlick? What the hell is a Bromlick? Do you not see how disgusting and horrifying this is? Also, Frost King, there are actually Force monks. For example, did you know that there are multiple orders, like the Matuke, that are not the Jedi and Sith, that do actually practice the Force? They study it in different ways. I do believe there is an ancient Force order that focuses on like martial arts, like an old think like the Tibetan monks or like the monks from Avatar, that kind of thing. But then you also have ones that focus on meditation and studying like philosophy. I do believe those are called the I actually don't remember what that one was called. There's the Matukai. There's three other ones I know of. I just can't think of the names. It's not the Balrog you need to worry about. It's the nameless things that not at the bottom of the world you should worry about. I'm pretty sure that these things were at the bottom of the world. We just happen to find them. What the heck are these things, by the way? Why are they dead? That is what I want. Oh God, I knew it! I knew it! Screw you! Perish horribly! Cease! And cease! Chirrut from Rogue One. Oh hell yeah, he is kind of cool too. I really wish we got to see him fight Vader. Like, I know that he would never beat Vader, but it would have been cool to see him go up against him. Could you imagine? Oh, I'm sorry. Oh God! Chat, I heard something. Chat, we heard something! Where is it? There it is, chat. Let's go! Hell yeah! Oh, that was easy. Also, this is a dead guy, unfortunately.
Oh, let me just catch my breath. Gotta be a way out. Somewhere.
Been here a while. Maybe they're one of the missing prospectors.
How many prospectors am I gonna search for anyway? That is also something we need to keep in mind. Also, I guess we're looking for a priorite while we're at it. This is a priorite mine. Also, falling behind a Force monk, probably a pod racer. Oh, I see, you would be like Sebulba and Anakin. That's not that bad. I mean, the pod racing does look kind of cool. There's probably like starfighter racing too. Oh? There's just a droid over there, chat. It's taunting me. There's a droid over there taunting me. This is not fair. What is it doing? I don't know. Can I crawl that way? It runs away if you use the Force on it. That's frustrating. Also, you adored the pod racing N64 game. It was a pretty good game.
Jess, what was your favorite Star Wars games? I love Shadows of the Empire. I love the Starfighter series. I also love the X-Wing and Jedi Academy. Plus, there was Republic Commando we can't forget. And not to mention my favorite of all time, KOTOR 1 and 2.
I love the story of 1, but 2 definitely had the gameplay that won me over. That is a lot of dead animals. Does anyone else feel concerned? Does anyone else feel concerned?
Killed by blaster fire.
Perish! Okay, if these things all die by blaster fire, why does it matter to come down here? Oh, because there's the hole. Your favorite games are the Lego ones? I like the Lego ones. The Lego ones were okay. They weren't my absolute fave. I'm so dumb. I have to come back to, oh God, oh God, oh God. Oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God. Oh God. Oh God, no. Oh, they're not a little dangerous. I mean, they're still disgusting, horrible things, but they're not as dangerous as I worried about. Although, this is not good. Chad, did we just find one of the dead prospectors? Yeah, that's a dead prospector. The Lego Star Wars show has Darth Jar Jar, and it was great. Also, Luke was a pod racer in that. Oh. We're getting more droid parts, at least. Jungle Jim Daddy, good to see you! Welcome to the stream. You ready for a Star Wars-filled evening? Because as you can see, we're playing Jedi Survivor. And just like it is, I'm not gonna die. Oh, hold on. Woo! This game is still looking so great, even if I am playing on low graphics. Also, I feel like there has to be a survivor. There has to be one, right? There's no way we have a depressing questline where there's 0 survivors. I say as it appears that there is no survivor. Oh? What's in there? What's in the hole? Show me. Oh, nice. Do we actually get a zip line? Chat, we got a zip line now. Hell yeah, shortcut unlocked. Oh? SWTOR and Force Unleashed are your favorites. I was not the biggest SWTOR fan, nor did I like. I have a bias against SWTOR because it replaced KOTOR 3. And when it comes to the Force Unleashed, it's not that I didn't like it. They're fun games, but I was never a big fan of the Starkiller storyline personally. There's a Jedi survivor. Yeah, he's right here. It's Cal Kestis.
Just what kind of creature lives down here?
This. Oh! Oh! That is massive! The exposed ribcage of a massive creature. Markings on the bones indicate that this was picked clean by some ravenous predator. Wait, something killed this? Something killed this! Is it still down here? It better not be! Oh, there's a save point. Guys, there's a save point! We can go back for the droid! Hell yeah, let's go! We just got a save point. We just got a save point. We just got a save point. And another echo.
Look at this rib cage. Think the Bedlam Raiders would pay for fossils?
Ooh, 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 chat!
Oh, no.
Chat, 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 chat. Chat,
Gotta
chat,
be one of
chat.
the missing prospectors, buddy.
For those of you who have never actually read them,
Also, for my lovely Star Wars fans in chat, for Liz and my good friend Liko there, as well as Jazz, do any of you ever read the Dr. Aphra comic series? If anyone in chat loves Indiana Jones, if you like archaeology, and you also like smugglers like Han Solo, then let me recommend the Dr. Aphra comic series. It's all about basically a lesbian Indiana Jones going throughout the galaxy, screwing over both rebels and Imperials alike as they go around looking to make a quick buck and collect all the shinies in the galaxy that catch their eye.
how's it going, Crystal Nelva? Good to see you. How's it going, Civ? I'm sorry, I basically went all infomercial there. This is a boss room. Chat, this is a boss room. Yeah, this is quite clearly a boss room. You can't lie to me. Chat, I'm not stupid. I wasn't born yesterday. This is a boss room. Alright, where is it? Where is it? Where is the boss? Let's bring it on! Nope. Nope. It's a fucking Rancor! Chat, they threw me into the Rancor pit! They threw me into a Rancor pit! They threw me into a Rancor pit! Oh my god! No, 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 no! No, 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 no! Oh god! 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 The Force Unleashed was a good series. I like the gameplay mechanics a lot, but I really wasn't a big fan of Starkiller as a character. That's what I think. Let me just take a drink. Well, that was horrifying. Chat, think about it this way. Now you know how Ula felt in Return of the Jedi when Jabba fed her to the Rancor. That thing bearing down on you. That thing barreling toward you, grabbing you, and feeding you to itself. I don't remember the Rancor in the last game being that scary. Grid thy loins and get in there and smack the Rancor around. Well, I guess we don't really have much of a choice. Let's go! Hey, how's it going, buddy? Good to see you, good to see you! Don't! Hacha! 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 Oh god, what is it? No, god! I can't! Chat, we're stuck! Chat, we're stuck! Chat, we're stuck! We got pinned to a wall! Oh god, no, no, no! You can do that?! Well, that's kind of unfair! There you go! Get hacked and slash! Get hacked and slash! Okay, nice! Let's go! Get pushed! Get pushed! Stim up! Let's go, chat! We got this! Oh god, that hurt!
I'm hit.
That's the last stem! Let's give it a go. There we go, get behind him. Oh, that hurts. Well, we're out of stims. This is not gonna end well for us. Let's go for another push. Oh God. Let's go, let's go, let's go. We got this, we got this. Why doesn't the jump back help? That's right, we're gonna ram it in there. How's it going, Watchdog? Toggle the lock-on. I don't think the lock-on's helping me. Danny, just remember, it's more scared of you than you are of it. That's certifiably false. It's a Rancor. It's a Rancor. It's a Rancor. This thing is definitely not scared of me. Also, we're just gonna go ahead and do this. Ah, it doesn't make sense. Why doesn't my button work? Chad, doesn't the double blade have like a focus mode? Yeah, doesn't it have that mode? Why didn't that work? Double duty. Yeah, we have the double duty. Rancor are only scared of bigger Rancor. That's true. What is this? Oh, no, what is this? There we go. Buddy. What? Why doesn't it work? I get so mad. Is my button broken? Chat, you saw it work when I'm standing still. Why doesn't it work in the boss fight? Is my button broken? Does it not like being pressed all of a sudden? You know what? I don't think I can. Oh God! What the fudge? This thing is so hard. Pretty sure a Rancor would try to fight a Star Destroyer flying right at it. You know, I'm pretty sure I agree. I'm pretty sure I agree. This is a hard boss. Dear Lord. Am I not supposed to be here, chat? Am I not supposed to be here? There we go. Oh, okay, we cannot block it.
I need something, buddy.
Chat, that cannot be blocked. You just have to not stand near it. All right, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? Come on. Let's see what you got. There we go. Headshot! Oh, that hurt.
Now, BD.
You do hurt. Nope. There we go. Get away from its feet. Do not stand near its feet. We gotta keep a close eye on it. Chat, let's see if we can lure it into a trap. Oh, God. Nope, that's not good. That wasn't good. There we go. Let's go ahead. There we go, chat. Now hit the button. Why can't we block? No! Also, how's it going, Ghost Boy?
I don't know. I think I'm the resident ghost right now.
Because I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm dead. You know what? This thing's dead. This thing is going to die. Bring it on. Oh, God, no. No. Oh, thank God. Thank God. We dodged it, chat. Chat, we dodged it. Bring it on, you son of a bitch! Let's go, let's go! There we go, there we go. No stompies! No stompies! No stompies! Come on, come on, come on! Bring it on! There we go! Dang you! Come here! Let's go! Let's go! Aha! Now what you gonna do? Bring it on! Come on! Come on, right here! There we go! I said bring it! Oh God, no! Wait, what? What? How am I close enough for that to hit me? What do you mean I'm that close that it hits me? You saw me jump the heck away from that! There's not enough distance? What the heck does it want from me then? You know what? I'm going into this angry, giving into the dark side a little bit. How the hell does that work? You son of a bitch! You son of a bitch! Screw you! I said screw you, buddy! Please. Come on! Bring it on! No. Okay, this sucks. That sucks. Come on! This is the worst. Oh God, no! There we go! Oh God! You are the worst! Perish! There we go, chat. Oh god, get back! Chat, we gotta heal. We gotta heal. There we go, there we go. Get another heal. Let's go, let's go. There we go. Bring it on! Bring it on, Buster! Oh god, no! We're out of speed! We're out of speed! Wait, what the hell? How do you dodge this? Also, look at 360p Daddy's collar. Looks like saliva is dripping down her blouse. No, stop you! No, Mary's holding! No, no! Get poked! Get poked! Okay, get back. We have to get back. No, 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 please! Scream! Oh, that's not good. This is getting kind of hard. Oh wait, hold on. How's it going, Kono? How's it going? How's it going? Oh no! Stab you! Stab you! Stab you! Stab you! Okay, chat, we gotta get away. Get out of the way. Oh god, no, please, please, no, please, 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 please. Oh, thank God. God, let's do something. Come on, do something. Oh god. Okay, chat, we got this. There we go! Look at that! There we go! Let's go! Let's go! Perish! Oh, thank God! Oh, thank God!
So Grease hears about this, right on his doorstep.
Oh my. That's much better. How's it going, you guys? Was it good for you too?
How's it going, Kono?
Das Aethelwolf. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the herd. Congratulations, Aethelwolf, on becoming a horse.
It's quite auspicious in this year of the horse. Kono! How's it going, dude? Let's make sure you get a shout out too. Chat, please give a follow to the swell guy. He's an awesome vampire VTuber. How's it going, buddy? I guess he's not a space lawyer, but he is a dead lawyer. Also, chat.
You do know, I have to bully this man as well. How's it going, Kono? Has little Kono been a good boy today? I hope he has, at least for my sake.
And chat, he's probably beat red now. Also, you missed the becoming a horse bit in the contract, all right? Yeah, listen, it's Year of the Horse! You joined a horse VTubers community. I am a centaur. You are contractually obligated to now be a horse. We are now going to take over the world. We are going to make everything better now, because now we don't have to have cars. Chat, forsake car, return to haunts. Become the haunts. Thus save all the gas money. Also, legit question, how do rancors end up inhabiting so many different dark biomes instead of various planets? Simple! They're a very dangerous creature, and thusly, they tend to get imported by warlords and other creatures. The Sith also used to employ them in battle a lot. Thus, rancors got just exported around the galaxy. Also, what's this over here? Oh my god, there was a bone! Chat, I could have thrown bones at it! I could have thrown a bone at it! Also, yeah, we ranked the Rancor. Actually, I'm not really like this, chat. I think the Rancor on Dathomir are a lot cooler. We fought a way cooler one before. Shatter? Chat, what is Shatter? Chat, what is Shatter? What is Shatter? Did I just get a cool new ability? Guys, I discovered a perk. We have perk slots? Chat, what the heck did we just get? Chat, what the heck did we just get? We have to go back. We have to go back. We got a new secret. I require secrets. Give me the secrets. Give me the secrets. Give me the secrets. Could have boned the Rancor. Missed opportunity. Guys, we could have boned the Rancor. I can't believe it. We could have had the only opportunity in all of reality to bone a Rancor. I can't believe I missed it. Also, block meter damage. Attacks are more effective at breaking enemy stance guards. Hell yeah, that's a great perk. Holy shit, that's awesome. Yeah, let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. We also got a lot of perk points. Let's go ahead and upgrade, chat. Let's go see what our new upgrades are available. So this can give us improved footwork, which gives us lunging strike, but I'd rather keep upgrading our base survival. I think survival is gonna give us more in the long run. Like our block meter refills faster, that's pretty good. We could also get improved stim foilers for our better heals, and also we could just get ourselves more maximum life. I think all of these are pretty good. Chat, what do you think? Greater reflexes, black reflexes meter, the power of friendship, teamwork. What does teamwork do? I'm not sure yet. Addled mind. I don't want to do confusion. I don't like mind control. Telekinesis is pretty good. Cal's Max Force, Lucid Atonement, Greater Hold. Let's increase our maximum force. We haven't filled that up yet. Also, I'm very sorry that I'm very like hyperactive and ADHD today, chat. I am sorry about that. So let's see here. Maximum force. Cal regains more force when he defeats an enemy and regains some force when he hits a blocking enemy. LS and RS increase the duration of slow's effect on enemies. Oh, that's actually pretty good. We can get an increased slow duration. That is pretty strong, but I'm actually gonna increase our stim heals. I know this actually takes up all of our points, but like, I like consistency. Reduces the time required to heal with a BD1 stim. Cal recovers additional life when using a stim. All right, that requires 2, that requires 1, and this is, I think we're gonna hold on for now. I think we got a decent amount right here. I'm also not the hugest fan of these other techniques. Mostly, wait, what is Circumstance White? Wait, what is Uncoiled Strikes? May the 4th be with you! Hell yeah, you're streaking!
Oh my, congratulations on 125 streak. That's how amazing you are. Thank you so much.
How's it going, Chaos? How's your day? Has the 4th been with you today? I am actually a lot more tired than I thought I was. We still have a few things we haven't unlocked yet. Let's save some skill points for later. There we go. Now we have done a rest and everything, but we do need to go get that one droid. Chat, we are going back for the priorite. I do not let good loot go uncollected. Also, was this another Rancor then? What was the giant creature? Oh, you just returned from the store with the milk and cigarettes? You got milk and cigarettes and you didn't share with anyone else? How could you? Always lubricate if the force is with you. You know what? That's a bit sus. I don't know if we should do that. That's a bit sus. Also, hold on. We got this, chat. We got this. Chat, look at this. There we go. Aha! The priorite is ours. Success! It was that easy. Now let's go return our quest. Cigarettes is for your mom. You don't smoke. Neither do I. My grandfather had died from smoking. Unfortunately, he had lung cancer. Yes, I am talking about the cowboy grandpa. Milk, on the other hand. Chat, milk's getting expensive too. At least I'm a mayor. I got my own. Oh. What do you think they're gonna give us for the quest though, chat? Is it more priorite? We still haven't got to shop yet. Oh, we still have to go out this way. I don't like this. This is an annoyingly long path. There we go. So what is our reward? May the 4th be with you, horse. Skyrider! There you are, buddy! How you been? What you been up to? Where's the lady of the quest? Isn't she over here? There she is! Listen, lady, I have completed the quest. What is my reward?
You're back. So, what did you find?
Took down the Rancor that was stalking the mines, but I didn't find any prospectors.
Wait.
So let me get this straight. No Rancor, no survivors, no competition?
Wow! Wow!
You didn't care about the prospectors, did you?
Listen to how heartless this lady is!
I'm gonna level with you. Yes, and now that mine's all mine.
Wow! Can you believe this, guys?
You're just yanking my chain, right? Right?
Well, I mean, this one had to have, this one had to be birthed from somewhere. There's probably another one. It probably had a mate, if not parents. Also, you're good. You were watching Miles Shadow Lord? Thought you weren't on today. Why did you think I wasn't on today? Why would you think that? It is Star Wars Day. Star Wars is my favorite franchise. I have said this repeatedly over and over and over again. There is no way I'm missing May the 4th. May the 4th is the most important day of the year for me. Besides, my favorite holidays. No. We did it both days now. Listen, last night would have been something different. Now both nights are Star Wars, as they should be.
Maybe he knows where the others ended up.
No, it's Revenge of the 5th. So for the record, chat, it goes May the 4th, Revenge of the 5th, and Return of the 6th. That's how that works. But unfortunately, no, I will not be streaming 5 days this week. Sorry, not 5 days. I'm not gonna stream all 7 days. I'm not gonna stream all 7 days. But I might play more on Discord. Also, considering you know the Rancor lore and how they are on other planets, that checks out. Yeah, listen, the other really cool thing is, if you want to ask me other Star Wars Werewolf, we actually did an entire chatting section. Do we want to talk with you on Vong? Do we want to talk about KOTOR lore? The Mandalorian Wars? Should we talk about the legacy area of Darth Krayt and the One Sith? Maybe we should talk about the Swarm War. Oh, I know. How about Abeloth the Destroyer? Oh, how about Mara Jade Skywalker? Oh, I know! Let's talk about Jaina and Jacob Solo. How about we talk about Darth Caedus, Admiral Paleon, Grand Admiral Thrawn, the Katana Fleet. I could go on forever and ever. I am nigh unstoppable. Also, Return of the Sixth, your favorite movie. Hey, that's fair. Honestly, Return of the Jedi is my least favorite of the original trilogy. When it comes to the original trilogy, I love Empire Strikes Back, then A New Hope, then Return of the Jedi. I also feel like I do like the prequels. So if we include the prequels, it goes Empire Strikes Back, The Phantom Menace, A New Hope, Revenge of the Sith, Clone Wars, and Return of the Jedi. Yes, I know, I actually don't like Return of the Jedi very much. I really don't like Ewoks. Also, you just got done with Swarm Wars and you're in the Legacy of the Force now, girly? Hell yeah! Tell me how you like Darth Talon. Wait, why am I in jail? What have I done to deserve this? I've only been nerding out. Oh, Pylon Saloon? Oh, that's right, I'm going to the cantina. I'm sorry, chat, I was getting very distracted. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
They don't look friendly.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Hi, how's it going? What is this? Am I allowed in here?
Don't fall behind, BD1.
Woo! Do we just open the door?
Unstoppable as ever, BD.
Are we breaking into a place we should not break into? Hello? I feel like I just did something I should not do. Insane movie order, but you respect it. You know what? That's fair. That's fair. That's fair. Also, I did say I don't like it. I did say I don't like it. I like Return of the Jedi. I do like it. It's just not my favorite among all the movies. Also, I really wish we could get like a sequel trilogy covering the Children of the Jedi and the Use on Long War. I think that'd be a really cool era to get some sequels in. Guys, wouldn't it be amazing if we got some Star Wars sequels? Also, nothing ventured, nothing gained. Exactly, exactly. I like to explore. I'm an exploration gal. I like to horse around. None of these doors open. Well, that's unfortunate. Is there any NPCs around here at least? None so far. This is kind of a dead town. Also, you've already gone through all the books in Legacy of the Force. You just want to try the novel Invincible again with... Oh, yeah. Oh, hi, Turgle. Nice to meet you. Oh, it's the Raiders.
Think you can pull a fast one on us?
No.
It was all just a misunderstanding.
Chat, do we save the frog? Oh my god! That's a bit rough, don't you think?
Let him go.
Now listen here. Put down Slippy.
That
Oh, hello?
we cannot do.
Are you sure? That doesn't look like Beskar.
Sold us a priceless
Ow!
relic.
Is that an Ultra Ball?
The key we have been searching for. Except, of course, it's fake!
Now, you're understandably upset, but murder is not the answer. It is not the Jedi way.
I believe
Oh.
you.
Listen.
Mistakes like these cannot be tolerated.
Listen, you don't
Let
have
this
to
be
tolerate
a
them.
reminder of what happens when you cross the Bedlam Raiders.
I'd like to intervene.
Kill him.
That's a bit drastic, don't you think? There we go. Not the B1s! Not the B1 battle droids!
Walk away.
Oh. A 2-for-1 special. Oh my. Chat, did you know I could take 2 people in a fight?
Remind our friend here why his kind are supposed to be dead.
Wait, are you really just gonna leave a random mook here with me? Are you really just gonna leave a random mook here with me? This is not gonna end well for you.
Hit me.
Yes, I can. You are not anything. You're nothing. Oh? You're nothing. You are not nearly as badass as your boss. There we go. Come on, is that it? Woo! You ain't. Oh, shoot. Oh, you're dead. You're toast. There we go. Come on, is that it? Get pushed. Let's go. Oh, God. Let's trade blows. I think I have the better equipment. Also, I've disarmed him, chat. It was non-lethal.
Next time you want to pick a fight, you go through us.
Oh, it's Billy from Billy and Mandy. That's what it is.
What a delight to see one of your kind in action after all these years.
Well?
Jedi Knight, if you stay your hand, I shall withdraw.
What am I supposed to do? Oh, did everything just freeze? Chat, did everything just freeze?
Be seeing you.
Uh-oh. That's not good.
This is him, Doma. This is the one who stood up to the Bedlam Raiders.
Uh-oh.
All right, that's enough, Turgle. Turgle, get over here.
Yes.
You're Doma?
All right, I think we fixed that.
Well, yes, I am.
Oh, you're Doma.